Welcome, everybody. We are back for another episode on TRW Top Rope Wrestling. You will notice we are missing one of us because he's decided to go to Japan, as you do. I'm sure Mars is going to have an awesome time over there. But for tonight, it's going to be me and the great man, Andy. How are you?
Bo, how you going? Good to see you again.
You too, man. It's been, what can I say? Another boring Tuesday, I would say. Not
Yeah.
not the greatest thing. I was actually really looking forward to it. I sat down, I thought, all right, here we go. We're gonna actually potentially have a good Raw here, and
Yeah.
I tuned out about 10 times.
Yeah.
But we'll get into it. We'll review Raw. We're gonna try and keep this short and sweet. But I just wanted to touch on a couple of things that I saw throughout the week to do with John Cena first. So I don't know. I think I sent this to our group chat, but I don't know if the chat saw this. Cena's first meet and greet is now scheduled for a fan expo in New Orleans, right? And you remember I sent you this, right?
Yes, I remember seeing that, yeah.
And it's $210 US dollars for a photo opportunity. And we know the way fanatics do things. They just they get you in there and then piss you off straight away. They don't give you time to talk to him or anything. It's just photo and get out, right? And then we see that the prices of Survivor Series were $445 US to do the exact same thing. So I just found it interesting, and I wanted to bring it up that that's a TKO thing. We know it is, right? That they capitalized on Survivor Series being his last PLE, and now
I was going to say, because it's actually wrestling,
Yeah, they put the old TKO tax on it, and $445 to see him, and then $210 to see him at a fan expo. And I thought, okay, that to me, that's quite cheap when he's straight off.
That's a bargain. We're talking about Cena here, mate. That's a bargain.
I think so too.
I think you know, if you ever want to get a photo, I reckon it is. Yeah.
So what's that work out to be for us? About $300, right? Or just short of
just over. Yeah, 300 odd, which is okay. Yeah. Like people would pay that, you know.
Well, I think it's pretty good. I mean, in Perth, we were paying. I think that the most expensive one I saw, which was like Jey Uso and a few of those bigger names, 150 to 170, around that amount.
That's actually not bad. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's fair. I would consider that fair. Reasonable, and they spoke to people because this wasn't powered by fanatics.
It was a WWE one.
Yeah. That's right. So anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up and see what people thought about that. But the other news is, and I don't know if you saw this, John Cena has confirmed that he has signed a multi-year or 5-year ambassador deal with the WWE. Did you see that?
I did hear that somewhere. Yes. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, mate, he's always going to be a part of the company, you know, some way, shape, or form. Obviously, it's only the wrestling he's retiring from. Mate, they've all done it. Edge has done it. Not CM Punk because he left, but they've all come back. Ric Flair's come back and made appearances, and you know, Kurt Angle, like they've all come back in a non-wrestling capacity and just surprise people. You know, his music's going to hit at WrestleMania, and he's just going to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think the ambassador thing. I mean, he has made it clear that he's not going to go ahead with wrestling anymore and all the rest of it. But why not keep your foot in the door and make some money through WWE? And then he's going to go and do all these fan expos and all that stuff as well. So plus he'll get a couple movies in his time still to come. So I think he's just ticking off all the revenue boxes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure there's a seat on the board for him at some point.
I think you're right. I think you're right. But there's a comment there that I don't mind too much. But before we go on to Raw, let's say hello to some people. So we have, it wasn't a bad Raw in my opinion. I think that's Harrison. Harrison, welcome, my friend. We've got Edge rated WWE with too many comments for me to put up there at the moment. So we'll chuck this one up to say hello. John Cena shit. Oh, there you go. So that's his 5-year ambassador deal.
5-year ambassador deal. There you go.
Who else we got here? Liam. What a shit Raw. Yeah. Bloody insanely bad. but worth talking about. Only Carlton, our favorite Only Carlton. Why isn't Mars on here live from Japan? He is not in Japan yet. He's preparing to go to Japan. So I actually got it wrong a little bit earlier. I think he's leaving tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
so
I think.
Yeah. Prepare, see the family, this and that.
Yep.
So yeah, welcome in to everybody. Now, shall we go into Raw match by match?
Let's get into Raw.
Match by match, segment by segment. We'll go through everything. If you've got any questions or anything that you want us to address, put them in the chat. If it fits in with
put
the
them
show,
in the chat.
All right.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, sorry, that comment I wanted to bring up was from Harrison here. Cena will become a commentator. I think that might be that'd be awesome. I wouldn't mind seeing that, but only for special events,
specific matches. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think he might do a title match or something, or like Pat McAfee. When he came out at WrestleMania, he did 2 or 3 matches, and then that was it. So just 100%. Special occasions, which that'd be great.
Yeah,
it's like Bo. Just quickly, I was going to say, it was like, remember when he was at I think it was WrestleMania 30, I don't know, 37 or something, and he didn't have a match, and he was in the front row.
Yes, yeah. He was what? Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And he was watching the match, and someone did a Spanish fly off the top rope, and he's like, "Whoa, how cool!" Like he actually, literally, was like surprised and enjoying himself. Yeah. And like he's going to be around, he's not going to wrestle. Although, before we go into Raw, I just want to say one thing. I did read somewhere. I don't know who said it. Could be Wrestle Votes or whatever, one of those pages, right? And again, I don't believe everything I read, but I just found it interesting that they said, "Oh, well, yes, this is his final match, right?" And I think we mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, where The Rock might show up and say, "You haven't beaten the final boss." I think Mars mentioned it, right? And WrestleMania might actually be his final match. That's an interesting. Like, it actually makes sense. Whether it happens or not, I don't know, but it's interesting. It actually makes sense, So. But anyway,
I would like to see it.
I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
I would like to see it, and you're right. It would make sense.
It would make sense,
and it wouldn't be with out of the realm of WWE throwing a swerve on things. And no, he's not retired because he's got to get through him first, which would be great. It'd go back to the storyline that they started and abandoned. So it'd be absolutely awesome if they
and that will finish his career. Really that would actually finish his career, win or lose or whatever, right? So, but I guess we'll talk about that on the Sunday show after his final match.
We will. So just side note on that, I don't think it's going to happen. I think when he says it's done, it's done. But you can always speculate. This is why we watch and come up with our own theories and all the rest of the shit.
Yeah, so. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Raw. Sorry.
Let's get into Raw. So we had first match was Kyrie versus Io. Honestly, I'll let you go first on everything, and then I'll give you my opinion after that.
All right.
So, what do you think?
I thought it was an okay match, but so what? It was like this tag team. You might as well call it a tournament because there's 4 teams going for the titles, right? In the women's division, and it's like, really, do we have to see this? And next week we're going to see Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. Oh, look, we've seen it all before. Like, we don't want to. It's actually getting boring now. That women's division. It really is. I didn't mind the match, but it's like, who cares? Like, it doesn't. It didn't solve anything.
That's exactly right. That was my that was my thought as well, because it's just another. I've literally written in my notes, it's another nothing match, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It has no purpose. It's just a singles match at the start of a Raw. And yes, I know about Gunther opening Raw. We're going to come back to that when we finish off, because the next time you hear from us will be about John Cena.
After Cena's
last match. So I want to end tonight's show by speaking a little bit about that promo and so on and so forth. So we'll come back to it. Another nothing match. I like watching Io, and I thought when you've got 2 Japanese wrestlers that are they're tiny girls, man. You know what I mean?
They're very small
around the ring. You expect them to be balls of energy and all the rest of it, and they are. But I don't know. It was just an okay sort of thing,
I was going to say they're still playing it safe, right? I mean,
Yes.
obviously, look, and we've said this for weeks. It's all filler until Royal Rumble. Let's be totally honest, right?
100% it is.
So it's all filler. Of course, they're going to have all these that tag team, those 4 tag teams going for the title. They're all going to wrestle each other up until Royal Rumble, and Royal Rumble is going to be more than likely going to be the end of that. So we're just going to have to deal with it, I suppose.
Yeah, 100%. We have to deal with stuff like that. And look, they're nothing matches. We don't need to spend too much time on it. But
no.
Yeah, and then look, that leads into the Vision segment backstage where Logan Paul comes in having a whinge about Ray and how they're going to deal with him. And again, a nothing sort of segment, because I seriously don't know what the obsession is with Rey Mysterio right now. Like I was
gonna say, I don't know where he fits in or why he fits in. Like, what's the purpose of him?
I don't know what it is. I really.
Why? Yeah,
there is no purpose there. He should be doing something in the realm of Dom. There should be something going on with Dom.
Yeah.
And I know they've done it before, but
yeah,
there's nothing there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't be forcing stuff on him. Like, why is the Vision screwing with Ray? Like, what does this even mean? It means, like you just said before,
what purpose does it? Yeah, it means nothing. Like, where's the payoff? You can understand if he was a main eventer, but he's not. He's far from it, right?
Yeah,
he's enhancement talent at this point, right? He's had his time, like he always put on a good match. He didn't even have a match on Raw, right? He didn't even get to have a match.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're doing, Bo. I really don't know. I think it's a waste.
I honestly think that they should really just leave Ray in AAA.
Yeah, he's good in AAA because it makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think he should be, and I know he's mentoring people in AAA and all the rest of it, and he appears there from time to time and so on and so forth. But to be perfectly honest, I don't see why he has any business in WWE anymore. It's just flogging a dead horse. It really is.
Yeah.
And I seriously don't think that we need that. We really don't.
No, and like we've said before, the only thing we need is him and Dom at WrestleMania, and Dom retires him, and that's it. And then he can go down to AAA, and he can be the commissioner or whatever, and that's it. I think that's where it's going. But I don't see what's happening in the next month with the Vision. Like, that's just stupidity,
Yeah. No. I agree. I think a lot of the comments that have come out about him, you can't disrespect him. I mean, the guy's one of the best.
He's a legend.
Best lucha to ever do it. I think in terms of wrestling as luchas, there's probably a few that have been better, but he is the guy. You know what I mean?
He's the package. He's got everything. Yeah.
So look, and then he comes out to the ring for his match against Finn Balor, and who do we see?
I don't know.
We don't know. Again.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again.
So
right.
So like the more
and all I was going to say is, if you look at this guy, right, and I know everyone's convinced it's Austin Theory and all the rest of it, and that's fine, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
This, if you look, and I've got a freeze frame in front of me at the moment. I'd love to get it up on the screen, but because I'm quite new to this and I'm taking over for Mars tonight, right?
Yeah, we're not going to take that chance.
Right? I'm not taking that chance because shit's going to go sideways, and we're going to have everything all over the screen. So, it's really odd because, I mean, I haven't seen the so-called WWE sources saying that it's Austin Theory. I haven't seen that. I don't know why WWE sources, official WWE sources, would come out and confirm that when they're still playing a masked man. So I don't think that's a thing. But if you look at this super kick that he gives him, that doesn't look like look like an Austin Theory stance, right?
Who did I say it was last week?
The head shape does not match. But look, it very much could be. right? Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I hate the fact, and we're going to get into it again later, right? I hate the fact that he comes out, takes out Ray, and off he goes to he's helping the Vision, right?
Yeah.
I seriously don't know why. And look, we're going to have to fast forward a second here, because when he comes out again later on, and again we don't find out who it is. Here's the thing: if this is Austin Theory, right? Why? What's with the big hoo-ha over this? He's come out three times, and 3 times to come out and do the same crap,
same
right?
thing,
and you can't reveal it. Like, the big reveal is going to be Austin Theory of all people. Like,
I was going to say,
this is so lazy. This is wasted.
Yeah, I was going to say it's okay doing it 3, 4, 5, 6 times and not revealing if it was Chris Jericho or Seth Rollins or 100%. Someone like that, right? A main event guy.
Yeah.
Austin Theory, that's not how you bring him back.
No, he's not worthy of this much of a tease.
No, exactly. That's what I mean. And the only reason why I think it's Seth, the character is Seth Rollins, if you know what I mean.
Of course, the character being played is Seth.
The character being, it could be anyone. Could be Penta, not Penta because he's injured, but you know what I mean. It could be anyone under the mask. It's irrelevant, right?
Yeah.
But it's meant to be Seth Rollins because they're not revealing it. Obviously, waiting for his injury to heal so he can at least show up on TV, right? Not do anything physical, but show up on TV. So why would he stomp if it's not Seth Rollins? You know what I mean? It doesn't sort of make sense.
Well, I mean, the whole point, it's not that they can't be playing people for a fool. I remember I said this to you last week, where I'm like, they're not going to have someone come out masked just to do Seth Rollins moves and be like, hey, it was Seth. And we're like, well, okay. And he did his moves. Like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing, right? It's a stupid thing. It's like making a kids show then, right? So it's I don't think it's
to be done.
I know you're right, okay, but I don't think it's Seth. And like I say, even if it's Austin Theory, I think it's just a big hoopla for nothing. No one's going to really
the wrong
care.
Person.
This much to be teased this much about it. I don't think he's going to get the reaction they think he's going to get.
Well, is it the gobbledygook all over again?
Oh, dude.
if it's Austin Theory, right? You know what I mean? Like Shockmaster, gobbledygooker. Like it's like to get a pop out of it, right? Because obviously revealing the thing, they made the mistake once with DDP when everyone goes, "Oh, is that it?"
Yeah,
you know, when it could have been Sting. I mean. If it was Sting, it would have been a big deal, right? Correct. Yeah, it'd have to be someone like Jericho or a new signing, Dean Ambrose if that happens, which probably won't. But you know what I mean. You know where I'm going.
That's what it should be. That
should be. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
it should have been something.
Yeah, like I should have said it probably should be someone like that, and it still might well be Jericho for all we know. Who knows?
I don't think it's Jericho, right?
No, I don't either. But yeah,
like I say, most of the rumors going around and the talk is that it's Austin Theory. Okay,
Austin Theory. Yeah.
I'm one of those people, like I say 50,000 times on this show, and to all my mates, I don't read dirt sheets through the week to find out more information. I want to watch it happen in real time, because I don't care about ruining shit for myself. Kayfabe itself is nearly dead as it is. Why would I want to make it worse? Do you know what I mean? So I'll wait to see who it is when it is. And honestly, all I got to say is that all this teasing for Austin Theory is just a joke.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
That's terrible.
It's
to be
not
honest.
worth it.
Whether or not he was meant to join or not meant to join, I don't care. It's so
exactly. Maybe they're still figuring it out. Maybe they're thinking, everyone thinks it's Austin Theory. Well. Maybe we need to change. Let's wait to the reveal for a couple of weeks or Royal Rumble or whatever it might be.
Once again, to the guy in the chat, we have Vince. I think it's just Edge with a different name again. I don't care what PW Insider says. I don't care what Bleacher Report reports. I don't care what Dirt Sheets report and all that sort of stuff. I really don't care. Because again, I don't read them specifically for this reason, so that I don't have to hear, oh, it could be him. Oh, it's confirmed this and it's confirmed. Because if that's the case, man, like it's the same. Like I say, it's the same as reading the ending of a movie and then going to watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, why would I do that? You know, it's so dumb. But in any case, look, let's move on. We go to straight after that, we had the AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the War Raiders. I love the War Raiders, right?
Yep.
They're obviously they're not like the most mobile, crazy motherfuckers in the ring or anything like that, but they do some cool stuff.
I think they're all right. They put on a good match. I'll give them that.
Yeah, I don't think that was such a bad performance, to be honest. I thought I don't like that AJ and Dragon Lee are tag champs, but what do you reckon?
Oh well, they won't be for much longer. You know that because we're going to talk about what happened. But I thought it was a good match. I thought Dragon Lee picking up, was it Ivar? Far out. That's fair effort, even though he dropped him. But geez,
don't matter.
The fact they even picked him up, that's awesome, right? I thought it was a good match. Like I said, they always put on a good match. War Raiders or Viking Warriors or whatever they're called, you know. But but I think again it was just another filler match because now they're pretty much out of the picture, right?
Yeah.
So what was the big deal about that? It's just a filler match to set up for the segment we had with New Day was ringside.
Correct.
Actually, I like their new name. Wade Barrett kept saying it. New G'day. I love it.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
That's bloody good. You know, like
honestly, if they bring a t-shirt out of that, I might have to buy it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna buy it. Yeah. Could you imagine the next WWE event in Australia? That'd be awesome.
Dude,
the most underused talent they've got. Oh yeah.
To freaking faces in Australia.
The faces. Yeah, 100%.
Well, I hope
so. Finally, you got your wish with Dre Uso. They're back, the Usos, which thank God, because I think it's going to help the tag team division. They'll more than likely win the titles, I would say, unless New Day win it and then they set up for a match at WrestleMania or something. But either way, AJ, I think they were just fillers, AJ and Dragon Lee. Yeah, we'll give it to you for a couple of months, put on some good matches. This is where we're going with the Usos. You know, the Jay thing hasn't worked as a singles, or not the way they thought it was going to work. It was actually cool when I saw them together. I was like, oh, this is what we need. This is what needs to happen with the Usos, right? You can still do the yeet, you know, because there's two of yous, and it's not just all about you, Jay. And he's got no room. Like, there's no room for him to fit in at the moment at the top of that card. So,
correct.
Tag team, perfect for him. Good segment. I loved when Grayson Waller said, "Shall I just go?" and left. Love it. Underused, the most underused talent in WWE, Grayson Waller. Love him.
I like Grayson. He is coming a long way, and eventually, I think when he does break out from this New Day thing, maybe they come up with something really good for him. But I mean that's going to take some time still.
I hope so.
Back to the Usos, like I said it last week. I said it the week before. The only place for Jay now is to get the tag team back together, and that's what they ended up doing. Yeah. So it was this. It wasn't even like what I wanted, which I love it. I like seeing them in the ring together. It was more that if you look at it from a logical perspective, that was their only move.
It needed to happen. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
You know, so and it brings Jimmy back in as well to be actually. Instead of some sidekick segment guy that just appears every now and again, now he's going to be able to do some stuff, you know?
Because on his own, he's just not like together. They're good. Their promos are better together. Like they're just on their own. I mean, Joe's okay on his own. He can, but Jimmy on his own's lost, right? But together they're fantastic, right? So it's good to see them back together.
Yeah, I think it's going to be good because let's be honest, New Day. I mean, for me at least, they're all right in the ring. They're good to watch in the ring. They do some fun stuff in there as well. Usos do so, even as long as they don't go down their freaking super kick run where that's all they do, right? They're generally good fun, but they're together again. It's a little bit more of nostalgia getting thrown in there as well. Right. And then at some stage, it's probably going to be another tag team thrown in there other than AJ and Dragon Lee. So it'll be all right. I think it's good. It's a good move. They were smart enough to pick up on that and do it. So that's really, really cool.
Yeah, that's good.
On to what I thought was this to me is a disgrace, right?
Which part? Which part?
Well, basically from this part to the end was just absolute bollocks, to be honest. But the whole, so you bring Steph Vicaire out, right? Okay, you bring Steph Vicaire out, a woman that has been booked terribly, right?
Yep.
Since
still hasn't lost though.
NXT. Sorry,
still hasn't lost. No, I agree with you. She's been booked very ordinary.
Still hasn't lost, but it's been we haven't got the proper Steph.
Oh no.
Okay. And the minute they ask her this question of who's next, right?
Yeah.
And you think at that point, okay, maybe now we're going to either get a push of someone from NXT come up, or we're going to get somebody from the roster that we didn't quite think, or maybe Liv Morgan might come out or something like that.
Yeah, I was thinking last week. Liv. Yeah.
Instead, we get freaking Nikki Bella again. Flogging the dead horse. I say it every time. Flogging and flogging.
Not for long, thank God.
Right? Sorry?
Not for long, thank God.
Of course, right? So this rematch will happen. Okay.
You reckon?
They're gonna, yeah. I think they'll give her this rematch, and that'll be when Raquel steps in. Yeah.
Okay.
From memory, now you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think anything was announced on Raw about Raquel taking on Steph. It was just an interruption thing, and that was it.
Yeah, it was just an interruption. She wanted it, and yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah. So the rematch will happen, and then obviously from there, we're gonna get Raquel come and do something, I'm guessing, in that match as well, or she'll come out at the end and go, all right, I'm next, get ready, and all the rest of it. Now, I love Raquel Rodriguez. I liked her before the Judgment Day stuff, right? I always saw her as she should have been what they're trying to do with Jade. Yeah, so they've made Jade out to be this powerful woman champion, real muscly, all the rest of it. I think she just looks like this badass Latina, you know what I mean?
I agree with you.
I think it's great that they're getting her involved, but what do you reckon? I mean, I just think that's the only positive I can take from it, really.
Yeah. Like I don't know. She's got no business with Stephanie Vicaire. Like Vince McMahon in the chat said it's a filler feud. Of course it is. And if you're going to use my lines, let me know first. Of course it's filler. I've been saying that for weeks. Filler until Royal Rumble.
Oh, they all a lot of this stuff.
They all are. Everything is. Yeah. So, you know what I thought when I saw Raquel Rodriguez? I'm not even joking. I thought, gee, she's put on weight, or maybe it was the top she was wearing or something. Like she looked very
didn't
unfit.
Really take notice, to be honest.
I did only because the way they shot it. Like she's that much taller than Stephanie Vicaire, so you could see like a tummy area, and I was like, oh, you've put on a bit of weight, or maybe it's just what you're wearing. Yeah. But I'll tell you, I've got a gripe with the female wrestlers, right? Not all of them, just certain ones, right? No, this is what I cannot fathom, and I can't stand it, right? And I actually don't even think it happens as often as it did maybe 3 months ago, right? But you know when they run to the ring, like their music will hit and they'll run to the ring like you're not the Ultimate Warrior. Forget it. Stop it. I don't care what you're doing. Just walk. Your music's there. Your entrance is there for a reason. It doesn't you used to do it, Lyra. Why? You're not scaring me. You know the Ultimate Warrior had a presence when he did it, right? And there was a reason for it.
Are you just talking about a general entrance?
Yeah, just the general entrance. Like some of them run to the ring and try and, but I think Lyra, when she was wrestling Becky Lynch, she'd always run to the ring, and I'm like,
no,
Goldberg walked.
I didn't notice that. She always had that big thing on her back, like the wings thing, whatever, and she just walked.
Maybe I'm just circling her because she did it once, maybe. But I've seen them do it, and like, it's a lot of the NXT ones when they, go to the main roster for even a match or get elevated. They just run in and they scream and they think it's, it's like the 80s all over, but it's not like that. You've got to have a presence when you come out, right? Your entrance is an entrance for a reason. Do you know what I mean?
Can I ask you a question then?
Yes.
They're not the Ultimate Warrior, so what are your thoughts on Cena doing it nearly his entire career?
Yeah, but Cena takes a minute to look around and blah, blah, blah. And it's the last time now and this and that. And he runs to the ring and goes in. And it's John Cena. He's got a presence about it. Their music hits and they just run to the ring. And I'm like,
I'm trying to figure out when you've seen this. Like, I'm actually like, I have no idea when I've seen this sort of stuff, like where they just come out and bolt to the ring, unless it's they need to get there fast because it's an interruption or something.
No, I don't. No, I've got to. You know what, Bo? I'm going to find it. I'm going to clip it up and show you.
All right? I want receipts.
No. So do I. I want to prove myself right.
Yeah.
I might be going mad here, but I don't know. It's just something that sticks in my head. Maybe it's only happened a couple of times, and I was just like, maybe it happened 2 weeks in a row at some point, and I'm like, really? You're not scaring anyone, you know? But anyway, sorry.
All right. So at some point, we're going to get Raquel, and I'm happy about it because I like her. I think she's good. And she'll finally get that chance as well. You know what I mean? I think she's deserving of it. Like, she's played that back role in the Judgment Day for ages and had to, you know, do the whole helping Dom out and then tagging with Roxanne and all the rest of it. So I think for her helping her out, solo will be good. And I think she'll as a talent, she'll take the bull by the horns. You know what I mean? It's going to be pretty cool. So
you hope so,
yeah. Then we stay on the Judgment Day. We get Roxanne versus Lyra. Thoughts?
Why? Like, why? I cannot handle Roxanne Perez. I'm sorry.
Really?
She's too small. Okay. And when I say too small, I know Alexa Bliss is small, but she's tiny. I don't know. I don't see.
Her head sits at the top of the ropes.
Ropes. That's tiny.
I'm pretty sure it's just shy of the ropes.
Yeah, you're probably right. Like, you know, I and you'll probably back me up on this. Like the Prodigy, right? So they're booking her like Roman Reigns back in the day, almost, right? Apart from the titles, you know how they push Roman Reigns, and everyone go, you can't even speak. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, stop forcing her on us. Let her work her way up. Just do good. Like, she shouldn't be in. I don't know what the Judgment Day thing. I know Liv Morgan, but she's back now. So get rid of Roxanne Perez.
Yep.
Get rid of. Not necessary. Go on your own. Make it on your own if you're that good. You shouldn't need the Judgment Day, right? I think so. I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan of Roxanne Perez, and I don't know. I don't think I can ever be a fan of hers. You know.
No, look. I mean, NXT. She was a lot of fun, right? She was, like I say, she was that ball of energy sort of girl and whatever else.
Yeah.
Once you start getting booked into, look, I'm not going to repeat it all. Everything you said, I agree with. It's as simple as that. And it's not like I don't think she doesn't have talent or something, but they've really got to they've got to stop this. What I think as well is not helping any of this is Judgment Day, which is consuming JD McDonough. You got Dom in there. It hasn't really hurt him too much. He's still winning titles and he's doing his own thing. You got Roxanne, you got Raquel, you got Liv as well, Finn Bella, right? That's 6 of them. I think that's it, right? There's 6.
Yep.
I think that's it. Yep. Honestly, that needs to split. The whole thing needs to split. This idea that they're going to hold all the gold and so on and so forth is honestly,
I can't see it.
It's not good. I don't think it's good. I don't think anyone wants to see it, for starters. And secondly, it's just going to hurt the I shouldn't say hurt. It's going to prolong the process of pushing the talent, like Mars says, like getting new talent in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I said the only way, I said it last week, the only way that it doesn't is if they put all the gold on them and then start bringing new talent in. How long is it going to take for them to lose that gold to push the new talent? And we're going to have Judgment Day for what? A whole nother year? Like, enough's enough, man. Again, I say it, flogging a dead horse. No one cares.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
mean,
Like, honestly, no one cares.
we're never going to beat Rhea Ripley, Dom, Damien, and Finn Balor. Like, that's the ultimate
Oh, yeah,
Judgment
yeah,
Day.
yeah, and that was heyday stuff, right?
Yeah,
And the
that's what I
feuds
mean.
was
Like,
there, and the dark mystery stuff was there, you know?
yeah. Doesn't it make you think of, like, the Bloodline when they... And the NWA did it too.
Yeah,
As soon as you
yeah.
start bringing in members, it just waters it down. I'm sorry.
That's actually a very good point. That the
Just waters
NWO
it down.
went
Yeah.
100% where they were signing anyone and everyone to the NWO and then split them.
Virgil,
So now we've
Buff
got
Bagwell,
two.
come on. Yeah,
And don't get me wrong, I
exactly.
love NWO. Like, I'm
Oh, yeah,
big for
of
life
course.
guy, right? But I mean,
Yeah,
you're right.
until a certain point, you know, until it, like, jumped the shark, if you like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
that's a really good analogy. The NWO thing is spot on. I
yeah.
don't see them bringing more people into it or anything like that than what they've
No,
got now.
but
But it
they've
has the
already got
same feel.
too much. Yeah, it does have the same feel, doesn't it?
100%. Spot
They're
on.
just beating a dead horse.
100%.
You're right. Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's move on.
Okay, so
Because,
next segment
we're already at 30.
we had... Yeah. We haven't got much to go, so we'll finish it. Next
No.
segment was it was Natty training Fabulous Moolah.
Oh, I don't even consider this a segment. It's the same shit every time. Give me more.
Yeah,
Give me more. All right, now you do it to me. What are we filming? Filming movies here? Like some sort of movie that we
yeah,
shouldn't
but
be talking
why?
about? Or
Like,
what?
again, where is she? Isn't she the US champion or Intercontinental champion? What is she?
She's intercontinental.
Okay.
Champ. Yeah.
So you're Intercontinental champ, and you have to practice your wrestling for what reason?
Well, no.
Shouldn't you be on the show?
That's not the message. The message is like hardening her up.
Okay. Well, she beat Becky Lynch. That's pretty
Yeah, I
impressive,
know.
right? Like, in storyline wise, you know.
What do you think? What do you think is the next move there? Because the message that I'm getting from this is that she's hardening her up. She's gonna be a proper fighter, so to speak, right? They've got to give her someone that is worthy of
Good
that.
luck with that. Well, Ivy Nile will be the first one,
That's
the
true.
second one will be
Who?
from NXT.
Who?
What's her name?
Solruka.
She looks like Ivy Nile Mustley. She was from TNA. Now she's with NXT.
Oh, Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace. She's the one.
That's someone that needs to be brought up as well. She's very good.
Yep.
I've seen her at a lot of indie shows, and she's very good. Yeah.
Oh, she's incredible, Jordan Grace. Yeah. So she's had her time. She's been there for a year now. So her time's coming. I think she needs to be pushed.
Yeah.
Royal Rumble.
Not to mention her indie grind was heavy, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jordan Grace's, yeah.
No,
I actually you're probably spot on with that. I think that's a good move. That'd be a great move. 100%.
Yeah, hopefully
I
that
think
happens.
Jordan Grace and Sol Ruka need to come in.
Well, Sol Ruka's getting the chance at Saturday night's main event against Bailey, so a good wrestler against Sol Ruka. So she gets the opportunity to show what she's got, and if she hits it out of the park, she might be brought up to the main roster. You know, I feel like that Saturday night's main event's like you got Abe Femi, you've got Javon Evans, and the tag team with the dude from NXT. That's going to be awesome, right? With AJ and Dragon, it's going to be special. So I feel like they're on the cusp of getting brought up, these people, but that's their opportunity, you know. Remember, John Cena, ruthless aggression. I had my opportunity. This is your opportunity, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they've deflected from that a little bit. They've the initial way that they were going to do that. We'll get into that in a second, but the initial way they did that was one way, and then they've gone another way with it in terms of holding up their end of the deal about future opportunity stuff. But we'll get into that in a sec, because I put a video out during the week and everyone probably saw it. But Logan Paul beating LA Knight, so LA Knight gets fucking buried again. He didn't get squashed at least, but he got buried.
What do you make of it? I don't know what to make of it. Like, is it to build him up again?
I didn't care for the match. I don't know why it was a match, right?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Okay, yeah, he comes out, saves Rey Mysterio, and for that, they give him a match against the guy that attacked Rey Mysterio. I don't care, right? But honestly, buried him again. And we get the Masked Man come out again. Wank, wank, wank. Right? We spoke about it already. Honestly, I don't know what's next for him. I honestly, I think they've really mismanaged him.
So
I seriously think that they've mismanaged him.
Well, we said last week he should have beaten Gunther, right? Like, okay, you had Gunther going over a month ago, right? But things change, right? You can change things. So, last week felt like he needed to win. If that, you know what I mean? Like, it just felt like he should win.
Yeah.
Right. He's got a bit of momentum going forward. I'm just thinking, like, he's going to be out until Royal Rumble. Again, he's one of the surprises or returns. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, because that's, he got demolished in the back, right? Tsunami'd on a car, right? Storyline, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, Ricochet never returned.
Yeah, I'm seeing the comments in the chat. You know my thoughts on this. I don't care about it happened before. It's going to happen again and all that stuff.
Yeah, he's not going to AEW.
Into any of that, mate.
Yeah.
So honestly,
he won't show up in AEW.
There's no confirmation of any of that. I don't listen to comments like that. I completely wipe them away. But what I think should be next is, I mean, they need to put him into some sort of title contention. They really do.
Well, let's be honest. The only one he can go for is Intercontinental because the heavyweight's stacked. Like, there's just too many.
Well, here's the thing. They probably give him some time off now for a bit, right?
Yeah, until Royal Rumble, right?
That entire segment of him saving Ray makes no sense in itself. No, and then the match against Logan is just, why are we doing this, right?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
But I seriously think I'd be happy with IC title run. That'd be all right. But I also said about, it would have been either last week or the week before, I said if they are specifically burying him for a reason, or he's paying his dues for something, right, or whatever it might be, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors in terms of conversations and things like that.
Of course,
Then I said he should literally tell him to get stuffed and go somewhere else, right? Go to TNA or go to AEW, whoever will take you, and go and get used as a talent the way I think he should be getting used, right? In talks of heavyweight titles or WWE titles, the equivalent of that in another promotion. But if they're going to keep him around, he doesn't have a lot of time, man. He's over 40.
Yeah, I know. He's 42 or 43 or something. Yeah. He's got 3 good years left,
Yeah, that's right. So, and that's exactly right. He's got two to three years left.
So,
if you're not going to give him some sort of title run at this time, even if it was a 6 months run and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Then I think he should take it upon himself and get the hell out.
Yeah. I think they're setting him up for some time off, right? Yeah. Come back at the Royal Rumble. And have his WrestleMania moment. Yeah, huge pop and have his WrestleMania moment at WrestleMania. US or Intercontinental or something,
you could be right.
Because a lot of people have got WrestleMania moments. He hasn't had one yet, right? Yeah, I know it doesn't work like that, but they generally like to reward you. He's been hardworking. I know it hasn't gone his way, but I don't think he's been buried, So I like to think they're just
you don't think he's been buried?
Not totally. I mean, he made the finals of the tournament, right? I know you can say, whatever, he didn't win, but at the same time, I guess you're not putting a jobber in that position. You know what I mean?
No, but I mean, according to all counts, it wasn't meant to end up that way. He wasn't supposed to be there or whatever in the final, and so be it. That's fine. Who cares?
Really?
Right?
Okay.
But in terms of his other matches and in terms of not being given a chance to compete for a title and put him on top of a certain division, then I think he's been buried. Consider how over he is with the fans worldwide.
I was going to say he's over, right? So remember, this Jey Uso title run only happened because he got over, like with the Yeet thing, right? That happened pretty quick.
Correct. So what have they done for him?
Nothing yet. This is what I'm saying. I think it's coming because Triple H, Mars can call him Triple GBT and all that stuff. And I agree to some extent, but he's not stupid,
Yeah, You're right.
They're in it to make money, mate. You think they don't want to sell 1 million LA Knight shirts instead of 100,000? Of course they do. So, so they can hear it. They're not silly. They know what to do. So, Royal Rumble, come back to a big pop. Let's start your run for your WrestleMania moment, whatever it be, whether it's Dom or US title. I think that's separate. Ilya, I think that's going to end up with someone else. Maybe
I think so.
Javon Evans, even for honestly,
that would be a good move as well. That'd be great.
It would be awesome, and that might well happen. But yeah, I think he's not quite at the top. LA Knight, but he's just a rung below, which is Intercontinental, which is no slouch. Like
absolutely
it's been held by a lot of Cena held it a month ago. I know it's for different circumstances, but he still held it. It's prestigious. Sure. Yeah. So
no, there's nothing wrong with the IC title at all. I really hope that there isn't anything wrong there in terms of him being punished for anything, or there's been words said, or we don't know.
I don't think so. Right? I don't think so.
If there hasn't, I like your little pathway there of comes back at the Rumble in a month's time, and then he's on the road to WrestleMania. That would be very justifiable, very
fitting. Yeah, I was going to say it'd be fitting, wouldn't it?
And that'd be a good send off for him to be like, this guy came in and did everything, got over. Everything. Despite being called the second coming of Stone Cold and the second coming
of Rock and that
new version of them and shit, right?
Yep.
I don't feel like it's been that way. At the start, I did. No. I thought, who's this? Why is he speaking like Austin? Like, what is going on here? Right?
But he's worked his own gimmick. He's worked his way into it. Yeah. I agree. He's now LA Knight. I agree with you 100%, bro. I agree. At the start, he was a bit. Yeah, it sounds like The Rock or Austin, but now he's LA Knight. Like he comes out, and I actually enjoy him now more so now than I did say 6 months ago.
Yep. No, 100%. So
Gunther.
that brings
us to Gunther.
No, that brings us to the last segment. We didn't talk about that last segment with Bron.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes. How can I forget?
So just before we go on, this is where in the show I don't know if it was just me. Like I say, I've got temporary internet at the moment while it's getting fixed and stuff. But were you getting audio cutouts?
No.
Okay.
No.
And this has been happening for weeks now, where during the intro, for example, right, when the commentators are doing the intro, welcome to Monday Night Raw and blah, 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 and we're live from, and the audio cuts out. Or during certain promos or certain
promos,
whatever,
yes.
Not even just promos. In the middle of matches, the commentators will be talking and then it just cuts off.
Because they might be, and I thought about this because they did something, it happened last week or a couple of weeks ago, and it cut off for a few seconds. They said brought to you by, and then it cut off, right?
That's
it must be, it must be they're advertising just for that region for the US, right?
Okay,
so everyone else doesn't get to hear it, right? It's could be just a deal that they make, and there's probably different deals with Australia and with Europe. Mate, any way they can make a buck, they'll try, right? So I think it's that. Like I think it's purposely done for that reason,
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes sense. I just wanted to know.
It is annoying though, because like you're thinking, is something happening? Or yeah. No, but it's that. Because I noticed it and I thought, yes, it sounds like they're advertising something that's probably not available in Australia. So just bleep it out. I mean, they can. So do it. Yeah.
All right. So we get another cringy ass Bron promo, and
I didn't mind it. I liked it. I liked this one.
I thought. I don't understand. Like, it's just him going nuts again and him threatening again and all the rest of it. I like that Punk's been called out because we've been saying,
I was going to say,
2 weeks
where
now,
is he?
or 1 week minimum. Where is he? What's going on? Why is he not showing up? I like that it was addressed through Bron. That's great. Okay. But I don't like, I just, his voice on the mic, I think it's just the way he is on the mic. I can't stand it. It feels like he shouldn't be on a microphone. And not to mention, why on earth do they have I'm guessing they wrote this for him. I'll take your wife too.
Yeah, that made no sense.
Like, sorry, we're in, this isn't 1995 where there's no
internet, there's no
need.
We
don't know who's dating who. Right?
Yeah, there's no need.
There's no need. Has a missus or not? We know they both have a missus. What are we doing here?
Yeah, that was silly. Yeah, I agree with you. I thought that was a cheap pop. Like, I don't even think they wrote that. I think he just said it, honestly.
Well, then it's horrible.
Because yeah, it is. But I like one thing about it. It sounds, because he sort of messes up. It almost sounds like it's authentic. Like it's not. I know it's written, but it's like it's not written. Because he sort of forgets, but because he's angry, like it sort of makes sense. I actually don't mind
I think
it.
you just can't
Like,
string a sentence together properly.
no, 100%. But that's in a funny way. That's what I like about it. Because
I
he
get
doesn't
what you're
have.
saying, though.
Do you know what I
I
mean?
get what
He's
you're
not CM Punk. He's not Cena. He's not Paul Heyman. He never will be. But
yeah,
I just like his rawness, you know. But
yeah,
give me that Twitch back. Give me that Twitch back. Seriously.
exactly.
Like
Well, he
that,
did give us a little one, but the
a
camera
hint.
was like zoomed in on his forehead, right?
Right. So
What the
how
hell are you
about
doing?
this for a promo? Writers, 11 writers out the back there. I can write a
Mm.
promo for him right now. Go to the camera and do the Twitch, and then go, something like, when I do that, it's not going to be good for you, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then just do that, and that's it. That's the promo. That's the end of the promo. Like, just do something.
Yeah, look, I agree with what Jacob said in the comments. He said that they need to give wrestlers. I'm going to bring it up here.
Yeah.
He says they need to give wrestlers the freedom to say whatever they want with their promo, and then feels authentic. That's true, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're talking about the WWE here, and they're not going to get as much freedom to say what they want. And I want to say two things here. They're not going to get as much freedom to say what they want as they would in TNA or GCW or even AEW at this point, right?
Yeah.
However, giving a wrestler the freedom to say what they want to say doesn't always work out, because not all of them can think on their feet as well as other people, right?
Correct.
So even if you give them that free will and you go, you know what, go out there today, keep it on topic, but say whatever the hell you want. They're going to go, okay, well, shit, if you don't tell me what to say, I don't know what I'm meant to do.
I don't know where to go.
Not all of them are that creative.
No, correct. I know
but I agree.
said,
I do agree, though. It should feel more authentic and give them more free reign to kind of go off the script a bit. I get it.
Yeah.
But they don't all have it in them, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, exactly right. And I know Cena said previously that he doesn't get a script. He just gets, okay, we're doing this, this, and this. So we want. He can do it. Punk can do it. The Rock can do it. There's certain ones that can do it, and there's others that can't, right? And you saw what happened with Charlotte Flair and Tiffy time. Like that,
Oh, yeah.
When they were, it was great. It was great.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool, but it wasn't cool backstage. Like they didn't like it, But it was awesome.
That's right. So we don't.
So it kind of worked, but didn't work. No, we don't. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like they're so professional these days. They are a team. Whether you like it or not, they're all a team backstage, right? So
for sure,
there's a point where they'll clear it before they say something, sort of horrendous.
Well,
right?
they do. Yeah,
they have to. Yeah. It's not like the old days.
If you watch a lot of documentaries from back in the day, a lot of them, when they start speaking about promos and how they come about and stuff, there's because they all know each other so well. If they want to say something that is out of context, sort of thing, or out of pocket, I guess, if you want to put it that way, as the kids say, right? They clear it with the other guy or the other girl, and they go, "Yeah, go ahead, say it. It's no problem."
Yeah.
But then they know each other so well; they know what to stay off and what to stay on. Now with Tiffy, she was so new and hadn't gone at it with too many people at that stage that she crossed that line, and there you go.
Correct.
Right.
Even though it was awesome. Even though it was awesome. Let's get onto it.
It was beautiful. But let's get on to Gunther. We've got about 10-15 minutes max.
Yep.
So standard Gunther thing comes out, tells John Cena he's going to make him give up and all the rest of it. I like the wording. It was okay, right? I hate that it's him. And let me say why.
I agree.
And then you can go nuts, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to adjust this, yeah?
I'm going to agree with you because I know what you're going to say.
I reckon.
I don't know, but I've got a feeling I know what you're going to say.
It's not dissimilar to what I put on our video on socials, right?
Yeah.
When it first came out, when John Cena first announced this tournament and so on and so forth, the words were that, he wants someone to step up and take the same opportunity that he did back in the day, right? Now, if you take that at face value for what he literally said, then he was the newcomer. He came out and faced Kurt Angle. Yeah, he lost.
Right.
But that was the opportunity. It was a new guy versus,
100%.
let's say, a veteran, right?
Yep.
That's not the way they've gone with this, and they still could have done this in the tournament if they had have not put in people like Gunther and Jey Uso and all the rest of it who have already won title after title, right?
Correct.
Instead, they've gone and done that. So what they've done is they've shifted the goalposts in true Carlton fashion, by the way, right? They've shifted the goalposts, right? And what they've done is, okay, they've now said, or John Cena even on Jimmy Kimmel, right? He comes out and he says that the whole point of the new stars facing the main roster is what he meant by that now. Yeah. So he gets his little moment, and then the rest of the show is those stars taking their opportunity.
Yeah, and that's cool. That's cool. I love that. I love that.
Wrong. That's great.
Yeah, love it.
Love it. And it should be the case, if not every freaking week, right?
Yeah.
However, I cannot see the value, and apparently neither can John Cena's dad, right? I can't see the value in having Gunther retire or be involved in the final match for John Cena when the guy's won 2 heavyweight titles. He's won an IC title. He's won King of the Ring, right? He's sorry, no, not IC, NXT.
He's won everything.
UK Championship, right?
Go
to its indie record. The guy's won freaking everything down there as well, right? This should have been somebody, if they were going to play on this act of someone taking that opportunity, it should never have been a freaking dual heavyweight champion, right?
Correct.
This is just stupid. And I don't care what they're billing him for. I don't care if they're trying to build a star. How are you building a star out of Gunther? Like, give me a freaking break here. The guy's won titles.
He's already a star. Right? Yeah, he's already a star. On top of that, he doesn't need to.
Exactly. On top of that, if I had have said to you 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever it's going to be, John Cena is going to be retired by Gunther.
Yeah, I'd laugh at you.
Of all people, this is what they wrote. This is what their genius plan was, right?
Yeah.
This to me is no good, right? The tournament never made sense from the start. If they wanted to just build a star, they could have done this with a better storyline rather than a tournament.
Bo, I agree 100%. So, in Gunther's own words, he's been a title holder in WWE for 83% of the time, right? That's his promo months ago before he lost to Jey Uso, right?
Yeah.
So what are you doing? Like you're wrong already, right? WWE, you've got it wrong. Now, I don't think he's going to win anyway. No, I just don't think he's going to win. I cannot see it. He should not. Gunther, there is no hope in the world he wins that match. There's zero because of what you just said. He doesn't need to be put over. He can have a match where there's 18 false finishes, right? No problem. He should not be beaten. Now, I've got no problem with someone else beating Cena, just not Gunther because he doesn't need it, right?
Yep.
Right. This is the way they build up Gunther. So, we said this weeks ago, where's Randy Orton? Haven't seen him once, right? So, you're trying to tell me if Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez can get involved in a senior match, Randy Orton can get involved in a senior match, right? So, when he's got Cena down, right, and choking him out, he comes and punts Gunther in the head, right?
Yep.
Cena gives him an AA, he kicks out. Okay. Undertaker comes in, gives him a choke slam, Gunther kicks out. So on, so on, so on.
This guy's going full run-in match.
No, but it will be. You know it will be, Bo. You know it's going to be something like that, right? You know they're going to be involved somehow, right?
I'm going to let you keep going. You keep going.
Yeah, so my point is that's how you build Gunther, right? He has to lose to Cena for many reasons. He doesn't need to be put over to win, right? He can be put over other ways. We know he's a great wrestler. He's fantastic. Never puts on a bad match. We know that, right?
Gunther?
Yeah.
I'm a big Gunther fan. I love him.
Yeah, so am I. No, that's what I mean. I'm even a bigger Walter fan. But anyway, it's a different story.
Correct.
But I don't think he needs to win to be put over. So if Randy Orton comes and punts him and he loses because of that, well, geez, it took Randy Orton and John Cena to beat Gunther. that's putting Gunther over pretty big, right? And Cena wins and everyone's happy, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, he should have wrestled, like you said. He should have wrestled someone that needs a push, not Grayson Waller, but you get where I'm going, right? Someone that's been on the outer and and not even LA Knight, really.
Who? There you go, right there. That's the answer.
Yeah, but I don't.
That was the one that was brewing.
Maybe
that was the one that was brewing
yeah,
for his moment, and there was the moment.
Yeah, possibly.
But even that's an argument right there. Why would you give it to someone that is over 40 years old and not the future of the company? You would have to look at and it brings back to what Jacob actually said earlier. Is there anyone in the WWE right now who would be worthy of getting that push to be that new face or up there with as a new face of the company that retired John Cena and the next big thing? There isn't.
Well, there's one, and there's nowhere near him. Yeah, Bron Breakker, right?
What I'm thinking?
Bron Breakker?
No, I wasn't thinking that. No.
But that's what I mean. He's nowhere near it. Like I could understand that to a point. You know what I mean? You want to elevate him. He's he's been busting his ass this year for a year. Yep. Hey, now might be the time to elevate him even further. Who were you thinking?
Joe Hendry.
Oh yes. Well, you can't be called Bo Hendry and not think Joe Hendry, right?
I love it. The fact that it goes just makes me laugh. Some guy, buddy. No, it was only Carlton Atush. He superimposed my head onto Joe Hendry's face, and now it looks like it's a cross between me and Joe Hendry. It's fucking cool. It's all right. Anyway, so okay. I want you to tell me two things. What you think is going to happen, like legitimately what you think will happen, but what you want to happen as well. Go.
Well, what I want to happen is what I sort of said, right? I want some involvement from Randy Orton, The Miz, like people that have had, feuds with Cena, right? CM Punk, whatever. I don't know. Maybe not CM Punk because he's not really, but you know where I'm going, right? So Randy Orton, especially, as much as we're beating a dead horse here, imagine the Edge thing happens. He comes and spears Gunther. That'd be great. Probably not going to happen, but you know where I'm going. So I want that to happen. Yeah. I don't think Cena loses. I don't know how. Like, I don't know if there's going to be all these run-ins. I just don't see how in his last match ever, it makes no sense for him to lose. Like, it doesn't matter. Do you know what I mean? I don't think Gunther needs to win. I mean, lost to Jey Uso, for God's sake. I mean, John Cena's 18 times, 18 rungs higher than Jey Uso, right? So it's no, like, what? He's going to tap him out. He's never tapped out in his career. He's going to tap out to Gunther, is he? Can't see it.
Yeah.
I'll be disappointed. Not that I care whether Cena wins or loses, but I'll be disappointed if that happens. I think that's lazy if that happens.
Okay. So, yeah, I honestly think my want list for this is similar, but not too much. I would still love to see some sort of nostalgic return for this. But the way I want it done is I would like to, and I know it's not going to happen. I'm just saying this is a want list. And just to answer Vinnie Mac in the chat here.
Yeah. No, he didn't tap out. Go on, sorry.
No, how come you're only showing Jacob's messages? And remember, you'd say Edge will come back at the end of Survivor. We didn't say he's going to. We were making predictions. It's as simple as that. And the only reason I'm showing Jacob's ones is I will show messages. It's no problem. Chill. Everyone gets a shot. If it is to do with our conversation, if it's just spam on top of spam on top of spam of the same things, I'm not going to keep.
And I can tell you one thing, Vince, in the chat, we're not talking about the guy you tapped out to. He doesn't exist, mate. So don't even bother mentioning that guy ever again. I'm sorry.
Fair play.
I won't even say his name. I won't say his name. So he doesn't exist. He doesn't exist in WWE. So he never tapped out to anyone. So that's it. You can mention 100 times, but yeah, we all know what we think of him.
So, Cena tapped out to that so-called person and whatever, like it wasn't written in the script. Relax, right? So, anyway, what I wanted to say was I would love with this match for Gunther to be taken out at some point prior to the match, and we get a whole different match, right? That's what I'd love to see happen. But it would have to be a real stretched out thing. But the problem is, I think this is going to be the first match of the night. So there isn't going to be
You reckon?
Well, according to Cena, it is. Apparently he's getting the first match, and then the rest of the show is going to be all the NXT stars and stuff. That's what he said on Jimmy Kimmel.
So that's why Cody's on, so you can be the main event. Yeah, fair enough. All right.
So,
it makes sense to a point. Yeah.
Said. Yeah, from his own lips, I'll take it from his lips. Whether or not that's been accepted by creative, we don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
guess that's what's happening, right? But I would have loved to have seen a big drag out and Gunther getting ready and all the rest of it, and then he just gets clapped and someone comes in and we don't know who it is until the music hits. That's what I want to happen. Yeah. What I think is going to happen is probably not what you're thinking.
Yeah,
I literally just think Gunther's going to beat him, and that's it.
Far out.
I think it's going to be the most anticlimactic and English, bro.
Yeah.
Correct, right? I think it's going to be the most boring thing of they go out there. Let's be honest, we are not getting a 100% Cena, right? He doesn't have 100% in him anymore, right? But I don't think we're going to get anything other than Gunther versus Cena, and Gunther goes and does his. I actually, this here. You want your message? See, there we go, right? I think you're going to see 15 chops. That's what it's going to be. I seriously think we are going to be let down. I think we're going to get 15 to 30 chops. We're going to get a couple of freaking AAs that Gunther kicks out of and all the rest of it. And then boom, we get the finish and that's it. And then they'll give him his moment in the ring and he'll be off. There'll be no people come out, nothing. And it's going to be such a disappointment to fans, right?
Yeah, I'll be disgusted.
They've already been going ballistic online about the Gunther choice, right? I seriously don't see anything crazy happening, but I am still holding out, and I think you are too. I don't know, right? That something swervy is going to happen.
Surely something. I don't care what it is, as long as something happens. It's happened. Well, like I said, it happened last week.
Read into it? How much do you read? Did you watch Jimmy Kimmel? His thing with Jimmy Kimmel?
No.
He asked him. He goes, "So is it just down to the last two for the for the chance to face you at the end and all the rest of it?" And he goes, "Well, you never know, but I think it is going to be down to two. So why did you have to throw in? You never know. Why?"
Well, because I told you, Randy Orton's coming.
You have to keep people thinking, right?
Of course, yeah.
So you never know. At the end of the day, we really don't know.
No.
So
here's a side note. Trash. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So Seth Rollins is going to be there.
What was that?
Seth Rollins is going to be there.
Is this what prediction?
Yeah, he said that. He said that. He said that in an interview. He wants to be there for his last match. Now, I don't know if he's going to be might be in the back or whatever, but he's going to be there, right? Yeah. So that I guess justifies my point of Randy Orton, whoever. They're all going to want to be there, right? Okay. And I can tell you one thing. You saw it at WrestleMania, Triple H. Hey, Undertaker, just come down for 10 minutes. And right? He actually said, did you hear the story about that? He told his wife and his host, the ex-host of the show, so I'm just going to the bathroom. Right?
And then he made an appearance.
Yeah, he made an appearance. And they're like, what the hell? So, little things like that can happen,
Well, at the end of the day, I think what a lot of people want, right, is not going to happen, right? That's what I feel. But I hope that we can hope and pray and all the rest of it and blah 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 blah. But that's just what I think. Give me a second here. We've got a couple questions. I'll go on, and then I'll get to these two.
No, I was just going to say. I was just quickly. I was going to say, like the whole world's watching, right? Like he's been everywhere. Every interview you could think of this week. Cena, right? ESPN's watching, Netflix. Like everyone. When I say everyone's watching, like the world's like outside of the WWE are going to know about it. So I guess you got to, mate. They gave him the 17th title for no reason, right? They gave him Intercontinental for no reason. He's John Cena. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not, and you could be right. I could be right, but I just
anyone,
don't see the benefit in him losing. And I know it's not wins and losses, but I don't see the benefit of him losing to Gunther. You know what I mean? Like for the sake of his career, like just him going out on top, you know, being happy, everyone being happy. It's a cheerful moment. It should be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree, but we are talking about the WWE as well, and
true.
Who knows? I'm going to bring this up here from Jacob. He said, "Do you guys remember? Oh, sorry. Did you guys hear the rumor about The Rock coming out after Cena's last match and forcing him not to retire because he owns his soul?" We did talk about that a bit earlier.
Yes, we did earlier.
That would have been the most logical thing to have done. But Andy
and that might happen.
That before and said
it might happen. Yeah. It might.
It may. We don't know. We really have no bloody idea. That actually, you know what? I'm going to backtrack a second here. That would be the most ideal thing. Even if we get a boring ass match with Gunther and he beats Cena or loses to Cena, irrespective of the result, Rock comes out. That I think is the smartest.
So for Rock to come out, Cena has to win.
I would say. Way. I think either way.
But if he loses,
the story can go either way. You think that's it? You lost this match and you're done? No, we got one more to go. Either way, it can be said. You know?
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I'm like, okay, what? Because you beat Gunther, that's it. You haven't beaten the final boss.
Yeah, makes more sense. Of course. Yeah, I don't put it out of.
There's a chance of that. Obviously, he's part of the board, whatever it takes. I like that idea.
We got this one here from Vinnie Mac. Bo, do you think they have no contest? The ref calls the match because Cena passes out. If he passes out, because it's done.
Yeah, but what he's saying, he didn't give up. Like he didn't, tap out. You know what I mean?
He doesn't have to tap it. You can get choked out, and that's it. You're done.
But I mean, as it
raise his arm 3 times, and it's over.
Yeah, so he didn't give up. He was out. You know what I mean? So there's a difference.
So he can't
tapping out.
He gave up.
Yeah. So if you tap out, you're giving up. But if he just, if he's out of it, you know what I mean? So it's a good one.
It could be.
That might happen. Yeah, that's logical too. There's a lot of scenarios, isn't there? It's actually, I didn't think we'd get to this point. There's all these possible scenarios.
Your suggestion that you said before about the whole Rock thing coming out. So Cena wins, Rock comes out, right?
Yeah.
I think what Jacob has said, I'm just going to bring this up because it is a good point. That would be a great twist because it gives Triple H a chance to end his retirement on a better note at Mania. That is obviously the case, yes. But imagine the lead up of Rock versus Cena from January through to April.
It'd be massive, yeah.
The amount of media, the amount of money that's going to generate, the amount of merch sales that's going to generate. I think they'd be stupid not to do it. But also, we have to take into account that Cena very much could have said, "No, I'm done. Fuck you all. That's it. I'm not wrestling again."
Yeah,
we don't know,
but we know the wrestling business. Like he signed to WWE for 5 years, so he signed the deal, right?
Correct.
So they own his ass for 5 years, right? He's not wrestling anywhere else. Now, yes, he doesn't want to wrestle, but that's right. But you're wrestling The Rock. He's going to say no to that. I'm sorry. No, you ain't saying no to that, John Cena. Let me tell you. I don't care what you think. Yeah. You got 6 months to prepare, or 5 months.
Sorry, say that again.
Yeah, he's got 5 months to prepare, to have a rest.
I was literally about to say the same thing. He would get himself into enough shape to put on a bit of a spectacle, and we're on, man. That'll generate so much hype.
I'll
give you this 20 times more hype than this stupid tournament.
Exactly. Yeah, which was rubbish. Which was a letdown. Yeah, absolute letdown. But that's it. So that's what we think is going to happen on that night, and we're looking forward to it.
That is it. All right. So we said this was going to be a half-an-hour show. Bullshit.
Yeah, it was plus 45 minutes.
It was half an hour times 2. Relax. So anyway, guys, thank you again. Thank you to our regulars who are always here having a listen and joining us.
Thanks for showing up.
Please like the video, subscribe, and let me ask you this. If you can share whether it's our YouTube or our Instagram, get the word out there, get some of your mates that are involved in wrestling and wrestling fans and that to jump on board as well. We'd like to try to expand this through Christmas time 100%. And into the Rumble period. Other than that, we will be back on Sunday. Okay. And the plan is we're going to do a full review of Cena's final match or Saturday night's main event.
The whole thing. Yep.
And we will talk about SmackDown on the Saturday as well.
Yep.
And other than that, Sorry that we didn't jump on the other night, by the way. I know you guys were commenting about it before. We
had
had
a few
Christmas
issues
parties and a whole bunch of other stuff. And
there's a lot going on this time of the year. Yeah.
There's too much going on. So I think it's going to be around, what do you reckon, Andy? Around 6:30 on Sunday again?
6:30, yeah, 6:30. So just go to our socials. We'll post on our Instagram page probably tomorrow or Thursday. So we'll let you know exactly when it's on, so you don't have to wait around or whatever. So that's it. We'll see you Sunday. Enjoy Saturday night's main event.
And that's it. Let's hope we get a good match.
Hopefully.